forget to record the session. Right, Federico. Good morning, Federico. Hi, Raquel.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Jorge.
Okay. So, let's see. Right. Okay, so the idea of this session is to introduce the project to the community. This session is going to be recorded, and then this is going to be part of one of the outcomes of the year 4 meeting. During the presentation, I'm going to give you the time for each of you to welcome everybody to the project and also to this year 4 meeting. And basically the order is the one that you saw in the email. Just in case, I'm going to paste that in the chat session. Let me see. So just in case you know when is your time to say something. Basically the agenda. So in the chat section of these teams here. So okay. That's it. Okay. Right. So Emilio, just in case, because I forgot to include you in this list. Sorry about that. You will see that you are going to be one of the last, just before me. So I will let you know when you need to give your welcome presentation. Just a few words. Okay. I think that we're all here. Right. Okay. Right. So I presume that we're all here, so we're going to start. So, of course, I have the chance to turn off your microphones, as you know, but I wouldn't like to do that. So just in case, don't forget to turn off your microphones, and in case you're not talking, because eventually there are some extra noises that you know, that eventually will generate, you know, kind of the disruption in the conversation. Please, if you can follow us in Twitter, will be really good. We have a hashtag which is RUC APS 2020. So if you are good at using Twitter and you want to share some pictures or any comments about this session, please do it and try to use that hashtag. Please, we will try to post things in Twitter as well during the session as well. So we're making some pictures, some screenshots, so that eventually will be available online. Okay, so can you all see my screen, I presume? I'm sharing this screen.
Yes.
So this online workshop was in response to this new challenge in this world that is happening with coronavirus or COVID-19, which is preventing us to meet face-to-face during this period. And we have planned the year 4 meeting for this week, actually, in France. Unfortunately, it couldn't happen. So therefore, on January, when we saw that everything was not going well, especially with the progress of this virus, we decided to push forward and do this online session, where all of you are welcome to attend and then give your thoughts and knowledge contribution to the rest of the world during these 3 weeks. Therefore, in the end, we're going to share the agenda. We're going to look at what is happening, and we will review exactly what is going to happen during those days. So, as you know, this is a Marie Curie H20 project, which is basically based on knowledge exchange for innovation and research. Therefore, we're expecting to use the knowledge and the capacity that we have in order to apply it in real circumstances, but also the real world can learn from the academic side. Therefore, the idea is that academics and non-academics or industry partners meet together in order to share knowledge, and but more importantly is try to gather current challenge and requirements. The project is a 4-year project which started on October 2016 and is expected to end by this October in 2020. Nevertheless, the project is potentially going to be extended because we are preventing to implement those secondments. So we are looking at finalizing this project by 2021. The website of the project, rucaps.eu, is available, and we try to post all the news and information that we have from the outcome of the project. The RUC APS project has a mission, which is basically and very important, is try to support farmer decision making once they are facing high uncertainty and risk within a value chain implication view. This is very important for us because basically what are we looking at is that farmers is the core element of the agriculture value chain. Therefore, we need to understand the value chain point of view in terms of suppliers, providers, transportation, supermarket, innovation, project management, technology development, supply chain, etc., in order to make sure that farmers can deal with high risk and uncertainty in their environment. And basically what is happening is that we are connecting with many farmers nowadays, and we are getting a lot of interesting inputs from them, therefore generating nice outcomes. As a vision, what we expect for the future of this project is that we really want to be a consolidated, a competitive international, a multidisciplinary consortium to provide a participatory and collaborative solution to agriculture value chain, stakeholder challenge and requirements. This means that we are looking to not end with this project. We look at extending this consortium for further research activities, implementation of solutions. And this is basically what is currently happening right now by applying to more grants, to getting more grants, doing our research more visible. But what is our real domain? So we talk about food supply chains. So therefore we have the farming element, we have the post-harvest, processing, distribution, retail, and customers. Therefore we try to focus in all those layers, but considering that if we take off the farmer from this model, none of the other steps will happen. Therefore, we need to be sure that at the farming level, we are providing with good solutions. Therefore, this multidisciplinary research project is looking at a combination of knowledge with all these layers. But what is really happening right now is that we are facing, since a few years, like at least 20 years, more or less, we are facing a global change in weather, which is generating a lot of disruption in the efficiencies in the agriculture value chain in general, especially to farmers. Therefore, this is considered as one of the main sources of uncertainties nowadays. And what we try to do is we try to compare and contrast similar latitudes, especially from South America and Europe. Therefore, we can try to learn from each other. We're trying to see what Europe can contribute to South America and what South America can learn from Europe, considering that this climate change and global changes in terms of temperatures and climate is affecting how the agriculture production systems are working more efficiently. So therefore, we need to study this from several angles, from different perspectives. So we have a major challenge in terms of how we can use technologies, major challenge on how academics can get involved in the real world, but also how the real world can understand how academics can really contribute. So which means that we have a very high installed capacity to produce nice contributions and nice solutions. But of course, we cannot pretend that in 4 years we're going to solve something that is already happening since the last 20 or 30 years. But with this 4-year project, we're expecting to at least to contribute to very small piece of sand in this massive ocean of issues, uncertainties, and problems in the agricultural value chain. So therefore, we are a project that is composed by 17 institutions. We are more than 100 researchers. We are involved with more than 500 agriculture or agri-food stakeholders between Europe and South America. We're involved with ministries and local governments of agriculture. And we have a nice framework to develop together in where people is visiting each other in order to address the local and regional challenge within a view to generate an holistic perspective of these problems and requirements. So basically the project is developing 4 main milestones. The most of them are already being implemented and developed, and some of them are running. Currently, basically, we are looking at gather how all our solutions can be seen from the social communities and how we can validate and present our final results. We did all the work in trying to understand and conceptualize what was the agriculture value chain, risks and uncertainties. We did everything in terms of modeling and addressing risk and uncertain conditions in agriculture, especially from the decision-making point of view. We tried to gather, by doing several studies, how policy factors and governance systems affect the agribusiness network. And currently, one of the main challenges is also to address with the local and regional governments all the work that we are doing. Therefore, they can see a potential use in this. But now, our purpose of this final year is try to consolidate and validate our results. Therefore, the international approach of this RUC APS project is very complex, but also is very interesting. Basically, we're looking at creating a collaborative platform which involves several aspects like agri-food management, decision-making, coordination between agriculture, regional innovator actors. We move from pest management, we move from web semantics, international logistics, horticulture and agronomics, food innovation processes, vegetable crop management, operations management, knowledge management, innovation, risk and uncertainty. And all this is in order to combine industry and academia, generate high impact solutions, transfer good knowledge, and also try to consolidate the innovation excellence practices between academics and non-academics. In terms of impact, based on this 3.5 years of the project, we come out with a few dimensions or a few angles that we want to cover. One of them, for instance, is regarding to interoperability, which means that how different technologies from different domains can interact and how they can be more easily understood by different type of actors. Climate change, which is one of the most high source of uncertainties in this domain. Value chain economy, which means that we need to understand what are the economical impacts of the work that we are doing. Agriculture production systems, which means that based on the several source of horticultural and fruit products, different agriculture production systems need to be understood and put in place. For instance, if you want to produce tomatoes, cucumber, carrots, cauliflower, artichoke, and so on, we need to consider different type of systems to consider them, but also how we can really produce a good and clear interface with farmers, which means that how can we gather their challenge and requirements, but also once we do that, how we can produce something that will be useful for them, as we explained, as the most important part in this agriculture value chain. I mean, in this project, we need to understand that one of the most innovative things is that we put the farmers in the center. So for us, instead of focusing in the all the production systems or the processed food, that is the most traditional way to see the agri-food sector, we try to focus in the farming area, and which has been a very big challenge, because in order to do that, you need to go to the farmers. It's impossible to understand a farmer area or farming domain if you just read a book, or if you read a paper, or if you have a look at the website. You need to go to the place and feel exactly what is to be in the field, what is exactly to be in front of some crops that maybe are not performing well. And then based on that, we can understand exactly that when and how our solution should be provided. Based on this, our solutions are going to be focused in 3 main areas, basically. One of the main areas is going to be regarding to integrated pest management, which basically is about how we control pests and disease in the agricultural sector from different angles. Of course, this implies a lot of use of technologies, forecasting, data collection, big data analysis, and of course, pest management control. On the other hand, we look at generate web-based simulation predictions models. So therefore, based on all the understanding analysis that we're doing from those processes, we can translate all this knowledge in simulated or in computer-based simulation tools that can help us to try and test potential scenarios. And for this, there are several ways to do this, and we have a nice installed capacity to show this. And finally, one of the most important parts is the regulation quality standards, which mean that nothing of our studies or none of our research work can be really understandable or really can be understood or useful if we don't commit with the local, national, or international regulations. So therefore, we have bodies in the project that will help us with this element. Based on our and based on all the work that we have been doing, we were able to produce a very novel RUC APS agri-food value chain model, which is based in the interaction between all the partners in the project. And this model, of course, is under validation, but right now is kind of the fundamentals. So the project or the agri-food value chain model, in our case, should consider at least those 7 steps. The first step is regarding to seed producers and seed merchants. So which means that seed need to be generated or seed need to be produced in a way that will commit to the requirements of this agri-food value chain. Therefore, once this is ready, we need to do a lot of aspects in terms of what are the resources that we need, what are the agrochemical providers, what are the technology providers, and also if there is any advisor that we can use in order to better understand the agriculture domain. After this, of course, when all this is ready and in the agriculture production system, we need to also define the logistics. I mean, how are we going to get into farmers? And once we get into farmers, how farmers are going to get into the market, which is very important. Therefore, we need to identify what are all the challenges from those farmers, and especially if there is any type of eco service providers. Once all this is done, again, more logistics and distribution is necessary. Therefore, we move in the end into the sales, into the price management, if it's possible, and the regulations, and then we connect with aspects like the end customer. But once we deal with the end customer, there are many interesting aspects, like what about the use of energy? I mean, if this is going to be sustainable in time, or we can produce any type of solution that eventually is going to damage the earth. Therefore, we need to make sure that we are eco-friendly in this sense. But also we have a lot of waste that goes across this agriculture value chain. Therefore, need to be considered. Across all these steps, we need to consider aspects like quality, technology, marketing, waste management, and of course, certify associations. Later on in the project, you will see that we got one nice institution from Argentina that they got actually certified by the Global GAP certification, which is very important, and probably they will be able to give us their opinion about what this really implies. But we can see that this agri-food value chain model is being put in practice, and now we are seeing more or less the outcome from this based on the different work packages that are interacting. Therefore, this RUC APS framework is a complex framework, but nowadays more easy to understand than the first year when we start the project. Now in the year 4, we see things a little bit more clear, Everything, of course, is about to generate value for the agriculture stakeholder or actors, but also for all the participants that are involved in this project. Therefore, we are looking at a participatory approach where everybody can get involved in the conception of the problems, in the understanding of the solution, and in the dissemination of the outcomes. But also we have a lot of data management, we have decision making, we have collaboration, we have rule-based negotiation and execute decision-making processes. And we have a farming life cycle to consider, but also we have global agribusiness to consider, risk and uncertainty, and user-drive solutions. We have input, production for exports, packaging and cold storage, processing and distribution. Therefore, all this combination of knowledge is what makes the value of this RUC APS framework. To do this, the project was set in 18 work packages. This was a very innovative approach. Normally, European projects consider less work packages, which are mainly related to their objectives. So a project with, let's say, 3 or 4 objectives, we normally will consider like 7 or 8 work packages. In this case, we decided to generate more work packages because every work package is led by one institution or at least 1 or 2 institutions. Therefore, every institution, because the exchange of staff in this project has the opportunity to drive their intentions to provide a solution and to understand the main problems. Therefore, this was a very innovative approach, and I think that in some ways it's working fine. Of course, there are some things to improve in that sense, but I think that this was a very nice and innovative approach. Therefore, the work packages cover aspects mainly regarding to the management of the agriculture production system in terms of knowledge, in terms of supply chain, in terms of operations, in terms of projects. Also, we cover aspects like agronomy, like agriculture production systems, breeding, and also integrations between facilities, etc. In addition to this, we cover aspects like regarding to technologies, like decision support systems, interoperability, integration between different systems, ICT development, web-based solutions, and so on. And finally, also we include all the regional aspect of every region. Therefore, we have work packages regarding to regulations, to integration between different agricultural bodies, and the session regarding to training and knowledge exchange. Therefore, in order to commit with this, we have the 17 partners coming from 7 countries. So we have the UK, we have Italy, Spain, France, Argentina, Poland, and Italy. So the project is based on meetings. So we have a very nice consolidated network. We are trying to document all the work that we do in our meetings and visitings. So we have a nice track of nice international connections. Friendship appears in this session. We are generating like a big family. We are able to communicate to generate more interactions, more collaborations. And I think that at this very moment we can see that it's not just a project, but also it's a beautiful approach in order to demonstrate that meeting people and exchange knowledge can really help to better understand what is really happening, not only from the technical point of view, but also from the human point of view, which is an aspect that is normally missed once we do research. Therefore, we want to really understand how people is. I mean, personalities, behaviors, needs. Actually, where the people live also makes a difference in a way that how you can really understand. So going together to have a nice lunch, to have nice dinners, also give us the opportunity to know each other in a very different manner that goes beyond the traditional research. And this is something, the most beautiful aspect of this project, that I think that is going to generate a very nice legacy. So based on all this, this is the time now to meet the consortium. So therefore, I'm going to now give the opportunity to all the attendants in this meeting to to say a few words in order to welcome everybody to this online workshop. So, first of all, I would like to introduce Xiaofen Liu from University of Plymouth. Xiaofen, are you there?
Thank you very much, Jorge. Thank you.
So if you would like to say a few words to welcome to this online workshop.
Thank you, of course. Good morning, everyone. Today I'm delighted to report to you what Plymouth University has been participating in the RUC APS project. University of Plymouth is a relatively modern university in the UK. Now, at the moment, we have over 30,000 students and 3,000 staff. As you can see on the map, we are located in the very southwest corner of England. The reason for us to be selected to join the RUC APS project is based on our expertise in the food supply chain management, decision making, and knowledge management. So our particular role in the project is to lead work package 2, knowledge management for agricultural production systems. And next slide, please. Is this the only slide for us, Jorge? So far what we have done is we focus on 2 objectives. One is to identify different types of knowledge boundaries. In the supply chains, we want to cross boundaries to share knowledge. That means at all stages of the food supply chain, we should be able to share our knowledge without big difficulties. And objective number 2 is we also, in the meantime, to investigate how knowledge sharing can affect supply chain performance. So far, we would say the objective 1 we have achieved. For objective number 2, to assess the impact of knowledge sharing crossing boundaries on supply chain performance, we are partly achieved the objective, and we are still trying to complete the second half of the objective within the next few months. In the past year, because this is a year for meetings, within the next year we hope to, now over the last year we have completed, with all the difficulties presented to us, we have completed 5-month secondments thanks to colleagues at UNLP in Argentina, RUC from Italy, and ENIA in Chile. So thanks to all those colleagues for your help and support, we have completed a 5-month secondments. We still have 7 per month to do for the second period. So that's our target for the next year or so. All the learning outcomes from the second period of secondments, we think we have achieved the knowledge mobilization model implementation. We are pretty satisfied through the secondments in ENIA, at the UNLP and RUC. At the moment, we also want to increase the impact of our research and the project. So we are trying to do whatever we can to increase impact. So that's the big outline for the work package 2. We are going to have a dedicated session on the 18th to introduce our demonstrator, and also we have a session scheduled on the 26th to give you the wide scope of the work package 2 knowledge management. I hope we will have your support to participate and give us feedback. So thank you so much, everyone. look forward to your presentation. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much, Alfen. Very helpful, and thank you for your contribution.
You're welcome.
The next one is Riviera Produce. Unfortunately, Riviera Produce cannot join this meeting, so I'm going to talk about them. Riviera Produce is represented in this project by Ellis Luckhurst, and they are basically located in Cornwall. They are a family company that grew since, well, I would say since the last 20 years, more or less, but they are, of course, they're in the market since a while. They are a farming company that covers a lot of areas, especially regarding to the production of certain horticultural crops, and also they deal with all the distribution. They are located in that area in Cornwall, so once we visit them several times, that was a nice area to visit. And of course, they are very keen in trying to help us in understanding what is the real challenge for a farming institution or a farming company. What are the key issues that they deal for real? And of course, they have a lot of challenges as well, and they are very expecting to help us to validate some of our solutions or some of our results from a very practical point of view. Well, this is more or less how the facility looks like. So many of these products, they do cauliflower, broccoli, spring greens, sable cabbage, sweet heart cabbage, kale, courgettes, and organic cauliflower. Of course, they have other products as well. They do with red kale, sprouting broccoli, romanesco, orange and purple cauliflower, covolonero, yellow, strip, and different types of squashes and courgettes. So unfortunately, Elliot Luckhurst just today couldn't attend this session, but he will be present in our in our focus group session that's going to be in 2 weeks' time. So the next institution is Innovation for Agriculture. Deborah Crossan, are you here? I think that I saw Deborah. I think that she's present. Was here, or maybe she. Okay, so unfortunately, probably she has some technical difficulties because she was online. Innovation for Agriculture is one of the institutions supporting this project, which is also helping us to engage with farmers from the Warwick area in the UK. And so they deal with aspects like soil and water management, precision livestock, antimicrobial resistance, renewable energy, and of course dealing with all the renewable energy. This institution is located around that area in the UK. And basically, our non-academics and academics connect with them in order to engage with the farming communities in that region. So the next institution is Brittany Developing Innovation. Is there anybody from BDI in this meeting? Is Cecile or Thomas? I saw them online in a minute. Thomas, are you there? We cannot hear you. Thomas, can you tell us something about BDI? No, it seems that your microphone is not working for some reason. All right.
Thomas said you can
hi,
hear
Thomas.
us.
Yeah, we can hear you very vaguely. Hello, Thomas. Are you there? No problem. I will, if you can come back later, let us know, and then we will continue.
Thomas told that his mic is not working, and so he's trying to fix it.
Exactly. So we will go to the next one, and then if Thomas can come back, he will let us know more about VDI. So the next one is Toulouse University Capital 1. So Pascal, are you there?
Yeah, could you hear me?
Yes, very well. Thank you, Pascal.
Okay, so hello everyone. So I am Pascal Zarate. I am in charge in the RUC APS project of the work package number 12. So I work at University Toulouse 1 Capital. So Toulouse 1 Capital is a large university. We have 26,000 students, and we are located in the middle of in the city center. So we have also some part in other cities nearby, so Montauban and Rodez. And Toulouse is located in the southwest of France. So in this project, in the work package number 12, so our main contribution was to develop scenario for horticultural production. And what we want to do is to provide an adequate facilitation depending on the scenario. And for that, we aim to develop a group decision-making methodology in order to support decision makers, stakeholders, included in a decision-making process or in value chain decision-making. So what we did during the 3 first years, so we implemented most of our second months. So we worked with Fedacova, mainly in Spain, and it was also for us an occasion to work with University Polytechnique de Valencia, with Marieva. We also work with IFA in England, with UNLP in Argentina, and with INIA in Chile. So we developed a system called GRUS. This is a group decision support system. So GRUS means group support, and we tested it with several stakeholders in several situations. So we conducted around 30 experiments, and based on these experiments, we have a feedback on the use of the system, and we wanted to improve it. So a new version of the system is now available. So my PhD student Amir Saka, that you know, implemented it. And during the last year, what we wanted to do is to test this new version with our end users at Fedacova, but also at IFA. And so thank you very much for your attention. So we were very happy to be involved in this project. So we are a team of 4 persons. So Morteza Yazdani at the beginning participated to the project. He is no more at the university, and we are still now 3 of us, Guy Camilleri and Amir Saka, working on the project. So I thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you very much, Pascal, for your work. I think that Thomas can talk now.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Right, so I'm going to give you the slides of VDI.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a few words about VDI?
So BDI is for Bretagne Development Innovation. So we are the economic agency of the Brittany region in France. We have different missions. We lead for the regional council. We have thematic priorities, and in which the agri-food and agriculture is a part. So we are working with the RUC ecosystem in agriculture in Brittany, with different clusters and associations that promote the transition in agriculture, but also, and it's one of our priority mission, is to accelerate the transition and the technology adoption to improve our supply chains and make it safer for the producers and more sustainable, as it's one of our objectives in Brittany in our smart specialization strategy, to go to more sustainability in the agricultural sector, which is one of the most important in Brittany, and improve our local loops and the risk uncertainty. So we have focused our mission on the decision-making models. This is something that really interests us in this project. To work with the producers and to give them the best advices to improve their production and to make it more sustainable and more constant and safer during the year. So the main product in Brittany are tomatoes, cauliflower, onions, artichokes, and pumpkins, and several others. But this is the topics we decided to focus on. So we worked with all the RUC APS partners to do that. So that's it.
All right, thank you very much, Thomas. Much appreciated. The next one is was not to list. Is Lorraine, University of Lorraine. I'm sure it's Hervé or Mario. Are you here?
Yes, Hervé speaking. Okay, good morning, everybody. So I'm very pleased to be here. So I'm Hervé Paneto. I'm from the University of Lorraine, and today at the meeting, Mario Lesoche and Concheta Semeraro are attending the meeting. University of Lorraine is in the northeast of France. It's a large university of 56,000 students. It's about all domains of science and social and engineering. And we are, my team is belonging to a research laboratory on automatic control, which is more or less IT for industry. Next slide, I guess. Please. Next slide. Yeah. I think
it's only one slide.
I thought I have seen the second slide also for us. Okay, no problem. So let's skip here. So in RUC APS, we are contributing mainly in the work package when we are leading the work package 11, which is interoperability assessment in agriculture. What is interoperability assessment? This means that in the agriculture supply chain, there are many stakeholders, many people, many companies who are working together. They have to exchange, they have to share some knowledge, they have to share some data, they have to share some processes. The issue is that those data, those processes, all these things have to be understood by everybody. There is a technical problem, technical issue, but the technical issue is not a big issue. There are many software, many tools that enable to share technically data between stakeholders. However, the main issue is the organization that is different. So there is a problem of organizational interoperability, and there is also the problem of understanding all these data that are shared between those systems, and we call that the semantic interoperability. So we had some secondments in many countries, in many of the institutions of RUC APS in order to understand what are the requirements of those stakeholders, what they are doing, and what can be done to improve that interoperability. And in these 3 weeks, we will have 2 presentations. One next week, which is a demonstration of a tool that has been developed by one of my students during his PhD. That tools enable to interview people in enterprises and to analyze how these enterprises can collaborate, what are the interoperability concerns, and to try to give to those companies, based on one ontology about what those companies are doing, how they can better collaborate and better share data on knowledge. So it's a kind of interoperability assessment tool. So it's a prototype. It can be used for any kind of enterprises, and we will try to instantiate it, or to, let's say, to particularize it on the domain, in the domain of agriculture, using one agriculture ontology. And this is the second presentation in 2 weeks now by Mario Lezosh. He will talk about AgroVoc, which is an agriculture ontology that has been developed together with the National University of La Plata in Argentina when we were there, and when my colleagues from Argentina were in France. This is ongoing work, but that ontology will be eventually, and I guess it will be possible, used to particularize the tool for the agriculture domain. Thank you.
Many thanks, Hervé, for your comments. Fully appreciated. Is there anyone else from Lorraine who would like to say something? Like Mario or Concheta?
Thank you very much. I was really pleased to stay in this project. It's really an enormous experience, international enormous experience, that gives us the possibility to connect to other point of view, in terms of research. I worked a lot with University of La Plata in Argentina, and it is really something that took an enormous experience, and I hope that we will continue to work together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mario. All right, so thank you. So the next one is the System Research Institute Polish Academy of Science. Unfortunately, Janusz cannot join us today. Janusz Kaprisk is one of our professors, senior professors involved in this project. Basically, he is oriented to develop mathematical models with high risk and uncertainty. And one of his introduction to this project is how we can model perceptions in agriculture, translate those perceptions into variables or decision-making variables, therefore to translate that into optimization models. Janusz is currently helping with many of the research publications in the project. With him, we are producing 2 Springer books and also some journal publication, and most of his work is basically regarding to connect with the Polish government. Once the project will be more at the end of the project, will be try to connect with the Polish agricultural community. So next one is the Polytechnic University of Valencia with the CGIP. Not sure if Mareva is here.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Jorge, if you don't mind, I have prepared some slides.
Sure,
we can share
your
screen. Yes, thank you.
So,
yes, you can see my screen?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, perfect. One moment. Yes, good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure for me to present the participation of our institution, the Research Center on Production Management and Engineering, the TGIP Research Center of the Polytechnic University of Valencia, in the RUC APS project, and more specifically in this long online event. Well, I'm Mareva Alemani. I'm a professor in Operations and Supply Chain Management in the Department of Business Organization at the Polytechnic University of Valencia, Spain. And my research is developing in this Research Center on Production Management and Engineering. Well, the TGIP is responsible for the work package 8 of the RUC APS project, entitled Agri-Food Supply Chain Decision-Making Under Uncertainty in the Polytechnic University of Valencia. I'm the leader of this work package, whose main objective consists of boosting the sustainability of the agri-food value chains by optimizing its decision-making processes in an Argentine context based on operations research models. The TGIP is a research structure of the Polytechnic University of Valencia that is member of the Polytechnic City of Innovation, that is the greatest exponent of the flow of knowledge and technology between research institutions and industry. We have two locations. We are located in the Polytechnic City of Innovation at Vera Campus in Valencia City, and in the Center for Innovation and Research at Alcoy Campus in Alicante. The TGIP has been occupying for many years the top positions in relation to research productivity per member in the UPV. Our staff is multidisciplinary with different university degrees in industrial engineering, industrial organization engineering, computer engineering, and advanced engineering on production, logistics, and supply chain. Nowadays, we are about 30 persons working together towards the generation of new knowledge and innovative solutions in the field of industrial engineering. The TGIP has over 25 years participating in more than 100 competitive research projects with public funding at regional, national, and European level in collaboration with almost 150 partners. The results of this research have been published in more than 1,000 papers, most of them leading in leading international journals, and have been transferred to companies of different sectors like ceramic, furniture, food, machinery, automotive, etc. 7 years ago, the TG founded the UPV spin-off Exo Solutions with the objective of enhancing the technology transfer to companies. On the other hand, our research is structured in 22 research lines that is grouped in 5 research units. The CGIP UPV director is Raúl Poler, and the CGIP team for RUC APS is composed by 18 researchers that have performed around 31 months of secondments, mainly in BDI, France, in Alsia, Italy, and in Rivera Produce in UK. We have collaborated also with other universities and with lovely people in this research project. We are very happy to participate in it. Our expertise is diverse. For instance, we have expertise in enterprise modeling, collaborative networks, etc. But in the case of the RUC APS project, I don't know what is happening, sorry. and in the framework of RUC APS project, our expertise is centered on supply chain management, decision support system, optimization, simulation, and forecasting. Well, So along these lines, we would like to invite all of you to assist to WorkPacket's 8 webinars in the context of this online workshop. Our first webinar, Optimization Model in Agriculture, will take place on Friday, 15th May at 2 p.m. Through this presentation, we aim to show you different challenges that we have collaboratively addressed with other RUC APS partners by means of optimization modeling in agriculture. Then, during the demonstrator week on 20th May, the director of TGIP, Raúl Poler, will present the optimization service for agriculture value chain. This is a very easy and friendly optimization tool in the cloud for optimizing problems of different nature. One of its main strengths is that no mathematical modeling background is necessary. You can choose between already existing models or ask for the development of new model made by our research staff. We hope to see you next days. Until then, receive a cordial greeting. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much to everybody.
Thank you, Mareva. That was a very nice presentation. Thank you very much. And we're very looking forward to attend your sessions.
Okay, thank you very much.
So I'm going to share my screen again, if you don't mind. So next one is Fedakova. Not sure if Juanjo or Javier are here.
Yes, I am here.
Hi,
Jose.
Juanjo.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Juanjo.
I am Juanjo Rico. I'm a lawyer. I'm a deputy director of Fedakova. Most of you know me. Okay, just to say a few words about the project and the Fedakova. Fedakova is one of the, we bring together 30 associations. We represent about 2,000 companies. That means more than 70% of all business in the food sector of the region of Valencia are with us. We just, our missions at Fedakova is represent the Valencian agri-food sector and serve as a link between the agri-food industry and the public administrations, and between the industry and the university or research centers or any agent. Defend the interests of our societies and companies and promotion of food safety, quality, training, internationalization, and innovation of the agri-food sector. Okay, we are working in the, we are members of the RUC APS project. We are working in the work package 16, that is a risk reduction assessment due to the implementation of quality, environmental, health, and safety management systems in the agri-food sector. What is one of the focus of the Fedakova? Fedakova, we are located in Valencia, most beautiful city in the world, and the place where the paella has invented. We are welcome to come here wherever you want. And we provide service to the companies, especially of quality and food safety training. We're developing different European projects and legal and labor assessments, especially now with the COVID-19. We have a lot of problems with the labor assessment on the companies. And we focusing on the work plan in RUC APS project. We are focused our efforts on the persimmon and the other pitted fruit sectors. We just characterizing the sector of the persimmon. The challenge is dealing with exceptional authorizations, residues, waste, or second quality products, because the persimmon, it's we are working on solution to raising awareness about the need to promote the production of first quality persimmon, because there are another second quality products and that prevent the sale of first quality products at the right place. It's not the same, it's not good. The size in the contracts, we are working on new varieties for a persimmon, and especially the homogenization of international quality standards. Okay, because there are the different quality standards, and the companies that have a lot of costs paying global cap, EFS, ERC, different standards. Okay, it depends on the country, and it depends on the supermarket. Okay, I think we are just the identification of the common problems of our affiliated companies. We are promoting good practices in quality and food safety, especially for the persimmon product and the internationalization of the product. We have a session tomorrow by 1 p.m. inside of the project to talk about the internationalization of the persimmon, the problems, the different issues, the protocols, and everything to internationalize the product, especially with China now. And the second part of the session will be to attend with my colleague Javier La Huerta to speak about the different projects, the European projects we are developing, and what is the topics that we are touching and we are really interested in. Okay, just this is one thing more. Thanks to this study and the knowledge obtained in the RUC APS project, FEDACOA and its Spanish Association of CACI have been able to participate in 2 more European projects for the improvement of the competitiveness of their associated companies. One is CHAFEA, another one is about circular economy to challenge about the waste. Okay, will be good. Okay, just welcome and hope you enjoy tomorrow. Nothing more, Jorge. Just one thing. I found a new friends in the project, and it's a good sensation to have friends in different countries. We are working with Italy, with Siena Reispa, with Toulouse, with different countries and universities and companies, and we are really appreciated. Thank you very much about everything, your collaboration.
Thank you very much, Juanjo, for your input. Thank you very much.
No.
So the next one is Ainia. Raquel, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Hi, Raquel.
Hi, everybody. For those who don't know me, I'm Raquel Almarcha from the ICT department in Ainia. Ainia is a non-profit private research center that has been working for food companies since 1987, so that is 33 years doing research for at the beginning for Valencian food companies, but nowadays for national for companies at national level. We are located at Paterna in Valencia, really near to FEDACOA and the UPB. And can you pass the slide, Jorge? Jorge.
Yeah, sorry, there is only one slide, which is
okay. So we are a multidisciplinary center. That means that we have food engineers, we have biologists, we have psychologists in order to research about consumers' behavior, and we are 198 researchers in many different areas. So our aim in RUC APS is to sorry that I have my okay, we have done 3 secondments in the RUC APS project. One in University of La Plata, one in Alcia, and the last one in BDI, where we work with with them in order to analyze a use case of data analytics in order to extract conclusions about the effects of the environment and the maturity in pumpkin conservation. And that's all. I don't, we have many different, as you can see in the, sorry, is that I see the letters as really, really small, but I think that you can read the main lines of our expertise. But as I told you, these are the bigger ones, but in our website, you can see the details of the type of projects in which we are involved. That I think that currently we have more than 50 research projects going on. So the variety of themes, it's huge. So if you have any particular question about any line, I can solve it individually. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Raquel, for your input. Fully appreciated. The next one is Nicola Calabrese with the CNR ISPA. Nicola, are you there?
Yeah. Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Nicola Calabrese, researcher of CNR ISPA. ISPA is the Institute of Science of Food Production, and is a part of the National Council of Research. We are engaged in research, innovation, and technology transfer to improve production, quality, and safety of food products. Of course, food production is a big word, and in CNR ISPA there are a lot of different expertise. ISPA has 5 different locations in Italy. The headquarters is in Bari, and then we have other locations in Milan, Turin, in the north of Italy, in Sassari, in Sardinia Isle, and in Apulia, in Lecce. The institute is one of the most big institute. We are about 120 people in total. About our research fields, our group is focused on sustainable production system and quality related to especially vegetable products. Then we also focused the processing, preservation, and packaging technologies of all horticultural crops. In this way, we cover the chain from field to commercialization. Then other important area of research are about biotechnologies for food quality, microbiology and the quality of food production. And a big sector of our interest is food safety and innovative methods for food analysis, especially related to mycotoxin aspect. Then we cover a little bit about the fish production. In this project, we have a very strong collaboration with a lot of partners in Spain, in Fedacova, especially with Juanco and Sergio in France, BDI in Argentina, with Serviverde and University of La Plata, and INIA Chile, of course. And until now, it was very, very interesting collaboration. I visited also Riviera Produce in Cornwall, in UK, and was very interesting experience too. Just some words about the sustainable production system and quality of vegetable crop that are the main important fields of our activity in RUC APS. We are focused on agronomical techniques, soilless cultivation of horticultural crops, microorganisms and metabolites for biological control, and biochemical composition of horticultural products to focus better the quality and the post-harvest and shelf life of products. Another field is the control of post-harvest losses and quality maintenance of vegetable products, and all technologies and facilities related to post-harvest of vegetable. Of course, these fields are strictly related in RUC APS activity, but sometimes it was possible to have some experience in the field of microbiology and quality of food production, and in biotechnologies for food quality. This is, in brief, our experience. We are leader of the working page number 6, that is focused on innovative solution for sustainable fruit and vegetable production to develop decision support system. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nicola, for your input. We are very looking forward to see your participation in this online workshop.
Thank you.
So the next one is Rina Yanakone with Alcia. So Rina, you there?
Yes. Hello everyone.
Hi, Rina.
Yes. Okay. I am sharing my screen, Jorge, if
Perfect.
you don't mind.
Yep. Great.
Okay. Just 1 second. It's this one. Can you see my screen? Okay,
amazing.
Perfect. Okay, so I am sharing with Nicola the leadership of the work package number 6, and this innovative solution for sustainable fruits and vegetable production to develop the decision support system. I am Rina Yanakone. I work for Alcia. Alcia is the Agenzia Lucana of Development and Innovation in Agriculture. And Alcia has one research center that is named Metapontum Agrobios, and 7 experimental farms that are located all around in the Basilicata region. And they have all of them have a special focus of one crop or one species. The objectives of our participation in RUC APS is to develop new tools for sustainable cultivation of several crops and fruit trees in Europe, or also in all the world, considering that we have collaboration also with South America. And especially we focus on water use efficiency, on pest management, on nutrition, and on the use of sensors that can uptake the data coming from the fields and analyze them. Then, this is for my specific background, I am also involved in projects that use the new plant breeding techniques and to obtain new traits in crops. And mainly, the focus is mainly on the obtainment of medicinal molecules in crops, and also to obtain crops that are tolerant to abiotic stresses. During this first three years of the project, we implemented several secondments, mainly in Valencia, where we found really nice people, and I'm very happy, and I agree with Juanco that this project is improving also our friendship, not only our knowledge. And also to Hulip, and it's the same, very nice people too. And also we are planning to go to Chile. We were planning to go to Chile last year, but for several reasons, including the COVID-19, we could not perform them. So we're planning the new secondments. Up to now, we also hosted several secondments from several partners working for the RUC APS project, and we have still 10 secondments to be hosted. Since we are considered as non-academic partners, we have developed some mini projects. And one of the mini projects is on medicinal plants. This is in collaboration with UPV, and this is an ongoing project. And we are focusing on developing a mathematical model for the optimization of both of cultivation, so taking into account all the data that we can gather from the field, and also for extraction of active molecules, because we have a partnership also with an industry that extracts active moleculs from medicinal plants. And since we are giving extension services to ASIA is giving extension services to the region, to the Regione Basilicata, with several services, we are also working on. We developed a second mini project, one integrated pest management and water management. And Arturo and Emanuele, they are working on this mini project, and the aim is to specialize climate data available for the Basilicata region that we already have since several years, and this will be useful to make a virtual meteorological station, so that we don't need to have a meteorological stations exactly in each region. And this will be useful also for make provisional models for integrated pest management. In this case, we have collaboration with the University of Liverpool, and this mini project is ongoing. Talks during this meeting will be on Thursday, on 14th of May, and Francesco will talk. Francesco is the director of the research center of Metaponto Magrubios, belonging to ALSIA, and he will talk about high throughput plant phenotyping and how this can contribute to cope with the climate change. And on Tuesday, on 19th of May, Arturo and Emanuele will talk about the water and pest management in uncertain climate in agriculture. So thank you very much, and see you in the next days.
Thank you very much, Rina, for your presentation. Fully appreciate it. So also we are very looking forward to join your sessions. Thank you very much. So I'm going to share my screen again. If I can find it. Is it? Oh, I've lost my presentation. It is one, I think. No. Oh, sorry, my presentation was open. It's not open anymore. So is this one? here. Okay. Right. So the next one is Serviverde. Serviverde is an agricultural company from La Plata, Argentina. Mariana del Pino is online, so I think that you can talk about them, Mariana.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Mariana. Yes, very good.
Yes?
Good
Okay.
morning.
But I can't see the, wait a moment, please.
Yes.
I can see the presentation, the slides, the PowerPoint.
Yes. Yes, any information about Serviverde you can provide us will be very helpful.
Yeah, but yes, I'm here. If you can, yes, okay. I will introduce Serviverde. Serviverde is a farm here in Buenos Aires. Came up that they are Damian Simonetti and his father and Maxi Simonetti, owner, and they are cultivating stay in a very good greenhouse that you are looking. They are innovative flavors, and because of that, they are in.
Well, I think that we lost Mariana in the communication. Probably it's not working well, I think.
Can you hear me?
No, no, the quality is not very good.
No, are you now? Are you?
Yes,
okay.
Now it goes.
Yes, because
yeah.
I have a very bad sign.
No worries,
No?
It's fine.
Okay. I continue or I stop?
I mean, if you want to say something about Serviverde, it will be nice.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Serviverde is working in RUC APS project during these 4 years, and they are working in testing sensors, testing and working with good practices. That is one of the issue of the of our work package in the university too. It's okay. I finished.
Yeah. Thank you, Mariana. Thank you very much. So Serviverde is one of the, as I said, one of the agricultural farmers available for the project in Argentina, and they are one of the ones that got certified by the Global Gap certification. So one of the purpose of this participation in this workshop is that they're going to provide us a session about good practices in order to know how Global Gap certification is feasible for farmers of their scale in Argentina. So, but of course, we will check the agenda and then we will know when they are presenting this. The next one is Sensing. Federico, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Hi, Federico.
Hey, how are you? Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Okay, we are a small technology company located in Argentina, also in La Plata. Our focus is Industry 4.0 and Internet of Things. We have sensors they call flare sense, and we use these sensors in different areas. And in the last 1 or 2 years, we start focusing on working on agriculture, and we have a complementary product that we are developing right now. It's called agrosemantics, and the agrosemantics tries to help farmers and producers to make better decisions about the state of the crops and ultimately to do more efficient farming or growing processes. We team up with Serviverde in last year with sensors, and actually the picture that we are using there is in Serviverde. We are really helpful, thankful for that help with them. But also we have a project with an Argentinian government department on agriculture. It's called INTA, and we have a similar project for kiwi fruit south of Buenos Aires. And so far, in this project we were able to improve our sensors to work in the agriculture environment. And also, it's really good to have a possibility to work with experts on the agriculture area and improve our algorithm and cloud-based computing to get better results. So thank you very much, and I will have a session on May 21st about agrosemantics, and hope to see you there.
Thank you very much, Federico, for your input. Fully appreciated. And again, we are also looking forward to see you in your sessions. The next one in the project is BBlock. Horacio, are you there?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Horacio, very good.
Okay, let me share my presentation, please.
Yes, absolutely.
Can you watch my screen?
No yet. You need to click on share or compartir, share your session, your screen.
Okay, now can you? No. Okay, it's here. Okay, yep. Can you see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Okay, hello everyone. I'm very honored to be part of this awesome project. I'm the founder of BBlock Smart Thinking. It's a startup here in Chile. It was founded last year. Our working key areas are business solution, always looking solution for the different industries. Our expertise is in emerging technologies like blockchain, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and we have a good expertise in system integration. During this short period, we have established very interesting partnership with a key partner like IBM, especially to look for solutions for using blockchain, and with the Blockchain Institute of Barcelona. So the idea is to use this emerging technology to bring solutions to the different industries, but specifically in this project, offer solution to the agri-food industry. Okay. We will be part of this workshop offering this demonstration. It's called How Blockchain and Internet of Things Can Help the Agri-Food Industry. So the presentation will be very pragmatic, very practical, because we will do a demo to describe how two products called Cold Chain Business Alert could give some example to help the business. Okay, the idea of that is to do a short introduction about blockchain, because the concept is very complex. So, and how this product helps the business process. The base of this is because we have different business processes in the agri-food industry, and how could we collect information and take some decision and convert the metrics or measure in some useful business alerts. So we will present two products. The first one is Cold Chain. to register the information, mainly using temperature and humidity, that is very practical to understand better, and how to convert these metrics measure in business alert. That is the focus of the presentation. So I will be expecting your participation next week during the demonstration week. Thank you very much. That is all.
Thank you very much, Horacio, for your presentation. Fully appreciated. So next one, I'm going to share my screen. Where is it? Right, so no, can you see my screen? No. See, yeah, can you see my screen now? Yeah. So next one is Emilio Ruz from the National Agriculture Institute of Chile, Ministry of Agriculture.
Hello.
Hello, Emilio.
Hi, thank you very much for the invitation. And well, we are very pleased to participate in this project. And INEA contribute to the Work Package 2 and Work Package 5. Our institute is belong to the Ministry of Agriculture, and we are in this moment with a staff of something like 180 researchers, and we are distributed in 10 research centers. That is because the Chilean agriculture is too extended into the country and in a very different agriculture systems with different climate and very different type of soils. Therefore, it's very difficult for us to maintain few centers to cover all that diversity. Our main challenge at this moment is how to cope with the climate change, because most of the agriculture is affected by drought in the central and north of the country. Therefore, most of the agriculture now is moving from to the south. We are contributing to the big transformation of the agriculture in this moment. Other characteristic of our country is we have very few area for agriculture, and because of that, the agriculture system have to be very efficient in the use of the resource, in maintain the quality of the soils, and also to organize agriculture system that can be profitable in a very small piece of land. About 85% of the farmers are in the category of family farmer or small farmer. Therefore, it's a big challenge how to produce efficiently in very small piece of land. And in that context, the result of this project has been very useful. We are taking a lot of
Emilio, your microphone is off.
Well, I start again. Sorry about that. Well, I comment that the Chilean agriculture is a very complex system because of the distribution in a very long country with a diversity of climate change, soil, climate change, different soil, and different agriculture system. Therefore, we have an institute which has to be distributed in all that area, with when we have 10 agriculture centers and with 180 researchers. working very close with the farmer, with a very close integration between research and extension, especially because we have to deal with a large amount of small farmers. About 85% of the farmers are in the category of family farmer or small farmers. The other characteristic is the Chilean agricultural land is few, it's very small area for agriculture if we compare with other countries in Latin America. Therefore, one of the main challenge for the farmers and also for the extension and agricultural research is how to produce with high efficiency in very small piece of land. This is one of the main characteristics of the Chilean agriculture. And because of that, during the last 30 years, I think most of the agriculture was transformed in export products, especially in the area of fruits, wine, poultry, fish, to be able to get more profitable from small land. And now I would like to comment that this project has been very useful for us because of that very diversity of the country. Therefore, most of the information that we can share in this project, we can use in some part of the country. And finally, I would like to comment one experience here in Chile during this coronavirus pandemic is that the consumers and the society in general has been recognizing the importance of the agriculture as a food producers. Now, one of the slogans is where all the people is in quarantine, agriculture cannot stop, because the people have been get a lot of value to be able to have access to fresh food in this very, very difficult condition. Therefore, we expect that at the end of this pandemic, the agriculture and the farmers, and especially the production of fresh food, could be of the high value for our society and also for the that we are working. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Emilio, very much. Thank you very much for your presentations and also for your all nice explanation about what is happening in Chile right now. I think that is something that we should consider nowadays to make our work more realistic. And also we're looking forward to see the INEA sessions during these weeks. So thank you. So the next one is University of La Plata. I'm not sure, Mariana, can you speak now? Are you available again? Mariana?
I will try.
Okay, okay, so
hello,
yes.
Everybody. This is the I'm Mariana del Pino from the National University of La Plata, that is located in Buenos Aires, in the Buenos Aires province, in the center of the country. From this university, we work in RUC APS project. We are member. Two faculties, the Faculty of Informatics, that is, Alejandro Fernandez is the chief, the leader of the group of some, a very big group, but I can't say not a lot about them. There's another slide, Jorge?
No, Mariana, this is the only slide.
Okay, so Alejandro will present about informatic faculty. Do you have any about my faculty? No. Well, here you have. LIFIA Institute, that is a research center, is the member of the RUC APS project. They are 18 researchers, and the areas are knowledge management and collaboration, web and engineering, formal methods of software engineering, mobile, context-aware computing, and you will see some experience in these days. Tomorrow, I think. Well, we have to check the program. And well, I speak about myself, my faculty, but I don't know if we have a slide, because I didn't organize to be here now. But my group I work in the faculty of agroscience and forestry, agriculture and forestry agroscience, and we work especially in good practices in horticulture. Me and my colleague Susana Gamboa, and we work especially in horticulture management here in the area that is Greenbelt in Buenos Aires, near Buenos Aires in La Plata, and especially we work with greenhouses. And that's all.
Okay, thank you very much, Mariana, for your input. Fully appreciated, and also for covering Alejandro, who unfortunately couldn't stay today in this meeting. So just to finalize, we have University of Liverpool, which is the coordination institution. I belong to University of Liverpool, the management school. Many of you have already visited us across these 3 years. The management school covers several areas of knowledge. One of our areas is operation and supply chain management, where is the group that I belong to. And that is mainly the input that we try to produce to this project. The other institution that belongs to this project is the RUC Institute, and who are working in mainly addressing key uncertainties from the agricultural sector, and they basically work in connection with several departments in the university, and one of those departments is the management school. The other institute that is included in this project for University of Liverpool is the Integrative Biology Institute, who are connecting the agronomical side for this project. So my name is Jorge Hernandez. I belong to the management school, and I'm coordinating this project with the help of many academic staff in the university that also will be presenting during this week. So just very quickly, I would like to review with all of you the agenda. So if you allow me to share my screen. So we're going quickly to this. See this. So I think that you can see my screen. Basically, we have a 3 weeks agenda in where all of you are going to get involved. Most of the agenda is available in this section. You can actually click on this Google Calendar, and then you can connect the agenda to your own calendars. Important is to also realize that we are going to be posting information on Twitter right now. So if you have any tweet to make, we will appreciate it. Mario has already posted. I have posted as well. So try to make sure that we maintain update the Twitter account. In terms of the agenda, Well, we are in this session, which is the kickoff of this nice 3 weeks of presentations. Tomorrow we have Jonathan Rushton, who is going to present the Center of Excellence for Sustainable Food Systems, and then following going to be Fedakova, Juan Corrico, and Javier La Huerta with Persimmon Internationalization Strategies and Food Safety Improvement Challenge. Then on Thursday, we have some modeling and simulation in agri-food presented by myself. Then Alejandro Fernandez is going to talk about GAPA Farm, followed by Francesco Cellini and Rina Yanacone with how throughput plant phenotyping can contribute to cope with climate change. And to finish this week, we have Maria Gonella, Mareva Alemani, Antonio Le Greco, and Facundo Ortega covering aspects like agrodiversity, optimization modeling, agriculture challenge in Italy, and breeding and agronomy in Chile.
Jorge, are you sharing your screen?
Yes, I'm sharing my screen. Can you see my screen? Yeah, I'm sharing it. So then the following week, we have the demonstrator weeks where we are expecting to see some tools that are already working in practice and how they can really address current challenge and requirement from the agribusiness community. So we have starting on Monday with 3 nice presentations from Hossein Sharifi, Jean-Fen Liu, and Pascal Zarate. Then we have Arturo Caponero and Emanuele Scalzione doing water and pest management uncertainty in agriculture, following by a practical session from Alejandro Fernandez, Mariana Del Pino, and Francis Beaumont with GAPA Farm. And then we finish with interoperability assessment tool with Hervé Paneto. Then the middle of the week is composed by Horacio Arias from Chile, Cold Chain Business Alert, and then followed by Raul Poler and Mareva Alemani, an optimization survey for agricultural value chain. Then we have Federico Balaguer and Damian Simonetti. Federico is going to talk about agrosemantics, as he already explained, and Damian Simonetti is going to talk about, in Spanish, about the challenge on getting certifications in agriculture environments. And then finishing the week of the demonstrators, we have Hossein Sharifi presenting the LAM tool. And then we finish with the presentation from INEA about Plan Predial and Mateo tools, which are already being applied in Chile, and they want to show us how they work. And then to finish this week, these sessions, the last week, we have Francesco Montesano and Francis Beaumont, which are 2 presentations about sensor use in agriculture and risk assessment. And we have the agribusiness focus panel. We're going to address a few international questions as a panel. All of you are welcome to attend. Therefore, the idea of that session that we will brainstorm what are the current agribusiness challenge in the community. Then we follow a presentation in knowledge management and software applications. Jean-Fen Liu from Plymouth and Leonardo Antonelli from La Plata. And that day also in the end, we have the second ICT panel about covering the current challenge in using and applying ICT or information communication and technology solutions in agriculture. Wednesday 27th, we have Cecile Guillon and Thomas Lane, funding support in ICT-based project. Basically, they're going to talk about how to get funded by or how to address project funding applications in ICT-based projects in agriculture. We have then Mariana Del Pino talking about peri-urban agriculture in Argentina, and then agriculture ontologies with Hervé Paneto and Mariano Lechos. Thursday 28th, we have INEA presentation with Raquel Armarcha, and then followed by the Chilean team with Sebastián Elgueta, Gabriel Saavedra, and Juan Pablo Martinez. And then we finish the session with Angelo Parente on Friday 29th. And then we have the closing sessions where all of you are welcome to attend. The idea is that that day we're going to share our screens, and then we're going to do a toast to end this project. So this is a very nice session where all of you are welcome to attend. People is going to very looking forward to see all what we're capable to do. Just to just to finalize this session, I want to share I would like you to run one exercise with me. I would like you to to connect to this link and introduce that code, and trying to introduce 5 words or 5 keywords that you think we should consider in order to address current agri-food value chain challenge. The idea of this consultation is that we're going to create a picture with the most common words. So if you can access this link and introduce that code, you will see that there is a section where you need to introduce those 5 keywords. So if you can do that, and then I'm going to show the final result, therefore we can finish this presentation. So if you could access that link, will be fully appreciated, and then introduce the 5 keywords will be really, really helpful. Do you have any problems in accessing the link, or anybody has any question?
No, it's okay.
Okay, so yeah, right. five keywords to how we can address value chain challenge from your perspective. And this is going to generate a cloud-based keywords setting, so we will display that then all together as one of the outcomes of this session. Just 5 keywords. I got there 2 inputs at the moment. 4 inputs. 4. 5.
Six.
7. That's 7 at the moment. 8. So yes, into that link.
Excuse me, but there is nothing shared because since 10 minutes, I don't see anything shared. Are you sharing something, or is it a problem of my computer?
Once everybody will be put their input, I will share the result of the input from everybody. So yes, we are in 11. We are 23 participants, so we're waiting for 12, and then that's it. So we're still waiting for 12 participants to put their input in this session, and then that's it. Of course.
While we are waiting, you can sing a song.
That would be a good idea, but unfortunately, I'm a terrible singer.
You could play guitar, for example.
Well, I could try. I've been learning to play ukulele actually recently, and some piano as well. So I could try, maybe.
Very interesting. We could do a band. I practice in ukulele too.
Ah, nice. So we could try like the RUC APS band.
Yes.
Hey, why not? Hey, that's amazing. Actually, that's a good idea.
Hey Jorge, I am learning guitar too.
You're okay.
Yes.
I will disconnect and connect again because I don't see anything. So I don't know what to say and what to. No, I don't see anything. It's what I say. So because I don't see anything since 15 minutes, I don't understand what I have to do, and I am only listening you. Let me disconnect and connect again. Maybe it's a problem of my.
Hervé, you don't need to disconnect. Rachel copy paste the link and the code in the chat. So you have it in the chat.
Okay, let me look at the chat. Let me.
Yeah, correct.
Georg is sharing. Rachel says Georg is sharing his screen, but I don't. What is in the chat? I don't see anything.
In the chat is www.menti.com. So you click that link, and then the link will ask you for a code. So you put 89, 82, 94, and it will ask you for 5 keywords.
Okay, I understand now. Bon, it was
no problem, Hervé. No problem. We are here to help you in anything that you need.
It was not okay. I see the code. So okay, I will now put the code and I will put my keyword. Okay, I understand.
Thank you, Hervé. Thank you very much for your contribution. Fully appreciate it.
Okay, and then I can put the code.
Anything that you need, Hervé. Right. So okay. At the moment, I got just I got 16 inputs. So I'm going to share the screen, so we will see more or less. So this is going to be interesting. So.
Jorge, is there any relation between color and number of people who use that word?
Sorry, I couldn't hear that, Rina. Can you repeat it, please?
Yeah, is there any connection between the size of the word or the color and the number of people who indicated the word?
Yes, of course. I will explain you that now. I'm going to share my screen so you can see more or less how the results are looking like.
Yeah, because I asked for results on my email, so I already have it.
So basically, this tool, what it's doing, as you can see, we see that there are words that are being put by everybody, and the word that looks bigger are the ones that are more has the more level of coincidence. So many people in this meeting think that technology, sustainability are very important, but also we have aspects like collaboration, ecology, interoperability, uncertainty, efficiency, knowledge, quality, and food safety as very important. And of course, there are other less important, but it's still, I would say, with less, I would say, coincidence, like value, pest, resilience, business models, product quality, and so on. So this picture is going to be one of the results of our session, and it's going to be shared on Twitter. So if you want to share this on Twitter in your own account, please do. I'm going to do the same, actually. So we can say that this is going to be one of the nice outcome of our session today, a part of sharing all the knowledge. So just to finish this, I would like to thank you for all your inputs. Let me say that I'm delighted to get involved in a team of nice people and very, very interested to see all what you can present. It's been 3 years and a half of this project yet. Probably we have still 1 year more considering the current circumstances. I fully understand that running an online workshop is very difficult for everybody. I would like to thank you these 2 hours and a half that we have been together. Today seems like a long time, but to me, things that we still need more time to keep talking about things. But that's why we have 3 weeks to keep talking and to keep sharing ideas and to see what else we can do. More pictures, of course, is going to be coming up in the future weeks. The idea is that we make this project as much visible as possible. Based on previous conversation with the project officer and the director of their areas, this RUC APS project has become very powerful, very visible, and very impactful. The effort that we are putting all together to make this project happen is just amazing. And I'm sure that in the years to come, there are many things that we're going to keep able to do together. So, with nothing else more to say, no more than thank you to everybody for supporting this online first session. and you are very welcome to attend the other sessions. I'm going to be sharing all of them, so I'm going to be with you in all the sessions. But you're also welcome to disseminate those sessions and get involved in them. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for your input to the Mentimeter consultation. And that's all from my side. So thank you, everybody, and let's see you during the next days and the next weeks.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jorge. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, Jorge.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Keep safe.
Goodbye, everyone.
Safe.
Goodbye, everyone. See you.
Bye-bye.
See you
Bye-bye,
soon.
everyone.
Bye.
Ciao, my friends.
Jorge?
Yes, I'm here.
I sent a number of tweets with the
Yes, I
RUC
saw them. Thank you very much.
Okay, I tried to cover everything, but I think I missed the first two because I had some problem to take the screenshot. Then I started to take all the screenshots. So sorry for the first two.
Oh, no worries. Thank you very much. Fully appreciate it.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.